There's absolutely no good reason why I should tell you this story, nor why you should listen to it. You have been warned. Don't unsubscribe after watching the story because you didn't know you shouldn't watch this story. So here we go. When I was a junior in high school, I played on the golf team. And our golf coach asked all the players on the team if they would help out because there was a tournament at our home course for the city. And it was on a Saturday morning. And Friday night, a few friends and I went out and, we're having a good time. And we went to Taco Bell at like 2 o'clock in the morning. And, I didn't get to bed until 4:30, and I had to be at the course at 7. When I woke up that morning, I didn't feel good at all. Taco Bell at 2 o'clock in the morning is just not a good idea ever. Sorry, Taco Bell. So I was on the 18th hole, and sitting right by the woods, and it was really deep woods. The second group teed off, and one guy kind of hit the ball over my head in the woods, and I was searching around for it. And all of a sudden, as I was searching for it, my stomach just kind of dropped. The guy hit his ball, and the group kept on going, and I knew I had to do something quick. So I went a little back further in the woods and dropped trowel and started going potty. And when I finished, I grabbed a bunch of leaves and commenced to finishing the deal. And as I was wiping, I felt a pinch. And I, immediately kind of jumped and everything and, looked around, made sure that, I didn't stick a stick up my bum or anything. And pulled up my pants, and right then the next group was teeing off, and nothing big happened then. And then as the next group was coming up, I noticed that my pants were feeling awfully tight. It just didn't feel right down there. That group hit, and a guy hit a ball over me into the woods, and I turned around to look for his ball. And as I started walking, I noticed it was really difficult to walk. So I helped him find his ball, and I just kind of hung out in the woods for a minute. Then it started, I could feel my heartbeat in my nether regions. It started freaking me out a little bit, because I sat there, looked down at my crotch, and realized that there was no way I was going to be able to hide the problems that were happening in my pants. That's when a ranger came by, and I said to the ranger, I need some help. And he said, well, what seems to be the problem? I said, well, I'm not sure, but I think I got stung in my pants. And he said, how did you get stung in your pants? And I said, well, I had to go to the bathroom. And he said, well, didn't you see something fly by it? And I said, well, no, I didn't. I was kind of squatting, and I was finishing when I felt something happen. That's the first time he looked down, and his eyes got the size of saucers. And he said, holy shit, we need to take you in immediately, and we gotta do something for you. So they took me to the clubhouse, and they had a retired nurse that actually worked the bar. And she said, where did you get stung? And I said, really not quite sure, but I think it's in the groinal area. And she said, well, let's see what we've got there. Reluctantly, I pulled down my pants, and her jaw dropped. that is when she said that her friend, who was also at the golf course, is allergic to bees, and that they had a EpiPen, which is what you shoot yourself with if you're allergic to bee stings and you get stung. So she got the EpiPen and shot it right into my butt, and within about an hour, hour and a half, things started to become normal again. Little did I know that this woman would end up being the mother of a girlfriend that I ended up having 2 years later. So when my girlfriend brought me home to have dinner with her family, her mother looked at me and I looked at her mother, and we both realized we were all too familiar with each other for my relationship with her daughter to ever work. I don't know why I told you that story, but I felt like sharing. Thanks for watching.